Hi, this is My Two Favorite Librarians. I'm Denise Corey.
I'm Chantel Taylor, and today we're talking about ebooks.
I love ebooks.
We're not, I can only have book people.
Yeah.
We don't mind reading off of our tablets or our phones.
And I will switch back and forth.
Yeah.
Depending on what's convenient. So sometimes I'll have a book downloaded on my phone and I'll have the same book in paper copy and I'll just switch between them.
Yep.
So to me, an ebook is so convenient for
travel.
I hate waiting in line with no ebook. So if you see me in line at Tim Hortons or at the coffee shop at Dale's and I've got my phone out, I'm probably reading a book and not like checking my Facebook.
I'm on Instagram.
It could be either. But I want you to believe that I'm doing something smart. No, I love them. I love them when I'm waiting for anything. When I had to renegotiate my mortgage and I was sitting in the bank, I got, several pages read while I was waiting for my appointment.
And it's a good tip if you're trying to read more. If you have like an ebook and you're waiting in the car for somebody to do groceries, you can pull out your phone and read. Like even if it's like half a page, it's a half a page.
Yeah. And you can get ebooks free from our website. We have something called Overdrive that the library pays for a subscription, and we get new books for it all the time. Download them onto your phone, your tablet, your e-reader. It's great. Very portable.
I also, if I can't get my hands on a library book, so I'm reading, and I've been talking about it, and I'm going to talk about it, and what am I reading now? My Immortals After Dark series.
I've added the first one to my list. I'm going to try it.
We had one book in the series, so we had like book 2, which was the first where we started the podcast that I'm following along with. And we had no others, and I couldn't get them fast enough once I finished it, and so I downloaded things on Kindle. So I paid, and I downloaded like 3 or 4 books so that I would have things to read over Christmas. So I'm willing to pay.
Because it's instantaneous.
Exactly.
You don't have to wait for the book to be shipped to you. You just download it onto your phone.
And boom, I've got it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, not always, but sometimes they tend to be cheaper. Like you can usually get an ebook for like $5 or $6.
Unless you're the library, in which case they're more expensive.
Well, because we're subscribing to a service, I'm personally buying a book.
Yeah. But they're great. And the ebooks, the free ebooks we have on our website, we also have free audiobooks that
and
are
I do love a
downloadable.
good audio.
Yeah, so right now on my phone I have The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, and I've downloaded that as an audiobook, and then I just plug it into my car and I can listen to a book while I'm driving along, and I'm really enjoying that book.
Yeah,
I know you said you picked it up and you only read a few pages and you thought it was going to be depressing, but I am really enjoying The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. I'm recommending it to people. I'm reading it for the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge because it's supposed to be made into a movie this year.
Oh, yes, yeah.
But I don't know how they could possibly make it into a movie and keep the charmingness of the book. Because in between the chapters, there are these little mini chapters which go into detail about things that are sort of tangential to the book. But it's just, I don't explain it well. It's a great book. You should give it another try.
I might, yeah.
Yeah. Also on my phone right now is The Winter Palace by Eva Stachniak. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And it's a novel about Catherine the Great. So it's very, it's historical fiction, and it's from the point of view of this young woman who gets into the Winter Palace as an orphan, and then she becomes a spy, and it's exciting.
I've got 2 audiobooks in my Overdrive shelf.
On your phone right now?
So I've got the Da Vinci Code, which I'm listening to for work book club.
Yes.
I've also got erotic stories for Punjabi widows, excuse me.
Yes.
Which is another book club that's coming up in a couple of months. So I've got the audiobook for that as well.
And when that came out, I think it was 2 years ago that the erotic stories for Punjabi widows came out. It made a lot of best of lists at the end of 2017.
It was on Reese Witherspoon's book club last year as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So I would be interested to know how you like that book.
I'm kind of excited because it's not quite what people might think it is from the title.
Yeah, I got that it wasn't,
It's not erotica. Yeah.
So I kind of covered what I was currently reading by what's on my phone right now, because those are the things I'm currently reading. What are you currently reading?
Well, and I had said that I am on book 6 of Immortals After Dark. It's called Kiss of a Demon King. I am loving this series so much.
I just want to make kissing noises now. Kiss of a Demon King. No.
It just keeps getting better and better, and this book I'm not loving.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because you were really into the series.
Now, I'm only halfway through the book, and I was listening to it while I was sick, because I actually I was laying on the sofa
fever haze.
and I was like, I don't want to actually read something, but I want to read something. I need something to do. And so I downloaded a couple of books on Audible.
Too weak to be able to turn pages.
Yes. And so the book before this, I can't even think of what the name of it is, but these are they call it the Demon Duology, because it's the two brothers, the Woade brothers, I think they're called. Loved book 5, Caden and Holly. Oh my gosh, so good, super sexy, awesome. This book, not loving it.
That is not a good review.
But I'm only halfway through. I need to, maybe the heroine redeems herself, because it's not looking good so far. I'm not loving her. I was totally in love with Rydstrom, who's the hero. And now that I'm in his book, I'm like, I don't know that I like you. Yeah.
So why don't I tell you what's happening at the library this week?
You do that.
Maybe that'll make you feel better. So tomorrow night, Tuesday, February 5th, we have an Accessing Mental Health Services in Cumberland County session starting at 7 o'clock at the Forefathers Library in Amherst. And this is I think it's really going to be very interesting, because we have somebody from the Nova Scotia Health Authority coming over to talk about things like, if life throws you a curveball and you're struggling and you're having anxiety and depression issues, where would you go for help? So she's going to be talking about the options from crisis services to general support to education to, going through private system versus the public system, what the roles of the professionals are. I think it's really going to be helpful information either for yourself or for a loved one. So that is Tuesday, February 5th at the Forefathers Library in Amherst at 7 o'clock.
Also, Heritage Day this year, the subject of Heritage Day, I don't know quite, the person
we're celebrating for Heritage Day
is Maud Lewis.
Yes.
And so all month long we have sort of Paint Like Maudie and folk craft afternoons. So check out your local library, because there are different times for different branches, and you can do some folk art.
And if you want to find out any information about our programs, you can find it on our website,
www.cumberlandpubliclibraries.ca.
Or you can find things on our social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you can find all of our handles for those on our website. And on our calendar of events on our website, you will also see
all of our programs
things coming up in every branch. But we also have posters up, so,
grab one of our flyers and branch.
We try and let you know what's happening next week.
Next week, we're going to be talking about love stories versus romance.
That's fitting. Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.